Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi, Jensen here, and we have
Hello
our
guys, I'm Kevin O here. How are you guys doing?
yeah, we have a special guest here, Kevin Chan, my long friend, my good buddy itself. And just for those people who do not know who is Kevin is, let me show you something. This one
Yeah,
also,
for flight one.
yeah, surprise. Okay, this
Surprise.
is Kevin. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is
Why so
Kevin.
fast?
He's a
No,
consultant
that's a fast guy.
and author for Chinese Bazi metaphysics itself. So he's specialized in Bazi, Feng Shui, and Qigong. Okay, you see that this is very professional look of Kevin, very serious. Yeah, but actually Kevin actually is a very fun guy to talk with, and this is how he behaves. Okay, actual behavior. Okay, you can see him in live itself on his Facebook. You just type Kevin Bazi. He's the number one in the Google search result. You can see him. And if you like to follow him, that you just stay tuned on his Facebook page, 7:30 every morning, 7:30 morning. I did not get up that early. I only see the replay. So he have like a few hundreds of followers every day, like following him in live to listen what he's going to share. And every day, and every day topic it will be different. It will include like relationship, leadership, communications. You can see that what is the forecast in coming months. So he can share a lot of things. Please do follow him on his Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And he have a YouTube channel as well. Yeah, and this is Kevin. Okay, and he's the author of the two books itself, which is the Road to Bazi to Success and Bazi Road to Parenthood as well. And you can find it in MPH, is it? Or public, sorry, or the,
Most of the
sorry,
bookstore. Most of the bookstore they have it,
most
like there's no stock.
of the bookstore. So this is Kevin. Okay, so now today itself that um, we are very honored to bring Kevin to our platform itself in order to share something. Okay, today we're not going to share on property because that this is Asset City property page itself, but we're not going to share on anything about property. We're not going to share anything about feng shui, because that if you want to listen feng shui, Kevin have like 300 over videos on YouTube for you to follow and to go through it. Sorry, 400. Okay, sorry, it's over 400 videos. Okay, you can just click in. It's free, and you can just learn from one episode to episode. Okay, so today why we want to share on this topic itself, that what kind of skill that we can adapt during this pandemic. Okay, don't be wrong. Today is like we are not teaching how you're going to get money. Okay, because that we have heard a lot of gurus during this pandemic that how to do online shopping in order to get more income. Okay, but today we're not doing that. Okay, that's why we both of us. He's wearing red t-shirt. I'm wearing navy blue, and today we are very casual because today is Saturday. We don't want it to be so serious. Let's talk about something that everyone can be relaxed a bit, but at the same time it's educational and everyone can bring some benefit to it. Okay, Kevin. So Kevin, what kind of skill that you yourself have been adapt during the past 1 year, during this MCO period or this pandemic period itself?
All right. Jensen, first of all, thank you for inviting me up here, and very thank you for preparing the slide. It was indeed a very surprising. Didn't expect you to do this kind of thing, right? So first of all, hey, hello Marvin, hello Lishin, hello Thomas. How are you guys? Right. So for those of you who are watching right now, got any question? Don't be shy, just ask. Right. So now, what are the things that I have basically taken? I think one of the biggest skill set that I am very fortunate that I jumped on it a bit earlier during the first MCO was to put my face on the camera. I started doing live really a few days when the pandemic thingy just started, right? So I was like thinking of was sitting in the at that time I still go back to the office. I was sitting in the office and like shit, nothing to do. Oh, really? You know, at that point in time, really like nothing to do. So what did I do? I took the camera.
You're really going to meet client, and client will also not welcome you during that time, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like everybody is like, you know, don't know what to do. You know, everything is like, you know, going to the office, like, you know, sit there, do what? You know, it's like, yeah, aircon is nice. Like, office got aircon. Right? So what I do was I took my camera and then I just point it to myself and start talking. It was ugly lah. Back then, there was the first few. No, seriously, you want to watch the first few video, you just scroll to my Facebook on the first few video. I started doing that, really taking just the camera, start talking. Okay, to the camera, look very, very ugly, you know. Then after that, you know, I did it a few times already. Then, you know, what happened here is that, no lah, I need to show people things. So, you know, don't know how to do live stream at that point in time. So, you know what I did? I turned on my computer, I take the phone, and I point to my computer. Right, that was how I, you know, share slide with people, you know. Yeah, I look very ugly at that point in time. Then, you know, slowly, I start to take a look at, you know, streaming software, how to do play around with Facebook live, really live, as in doing that, you know, play around with Facebook screen share as well. Right, that didn't work well, and then in the end, after a while, you know, found a software that actually worked and start to learn how to play around with the software. Then after that, you know, now start to be able to do quite proper streaming. So I still haven't been playing around with overlay yet. I don't feel like I need it. So been doing that ever since that. So from that time until right now, 1.5 years, every single morning, I will be doing a live stream. So yeah, really, you know, did about 400 over episode. And each live stream is about 1 hour. So if you're going to go and watch it, you know, it's becoming like a drama series already.
Maybe that we let's dissect a bit itself, because like maybe it's too much for the audience itself to pick up for the skill that you have learned itself, because that sharing on live itself, actually it require courage. Okay, courage itself. First step is most important, including me myself doing the live itself with I think the first time is like with a very pretty lawyer, Vanessa Lam. So I mean that I'm freaking out, okay, because it's the first time that I'm doing live with her as with a professional lawyer itself, okay. And although that only both of us, I mean that we can see each other, we can't see others' audience itself, but we have a feeling that it's like 1,000 eyes is like looking at us, and and we scared that we will embarrass ourselves in public itself. That how you yourself that actually that take the first step to overcome this. And because the way that I'm seeing now, okay, because you look so natural, it seems like you are very well equipped. It is already built in, yeah, in order to speak so natural. So actually, how you actually take this leap itself to speak in front of the camera that so natural.
I think first of all, you need to understand that I'm speaking in front of a wall, so there's really nothing much to be scared. I think mentally, I think first thing that you need to tell yourself is that, no, not really. This is the thing that I tell myself every time I go on, is that, you know, I'm not actually facing a live audience. What I want is actually the video for people to watch. So the first thing is that no one is going to come and fire me because, you know, it's a video. You can't shoot a video, right? So, you know, that's basically the first thing is that. So which means that, you know, that worried of, you know, interactive people coming over and, you know, talk to you, chat to you, things like that worry is basically not there. I know the wall is not going to attack me already. So the mindset that I begin with is that I want to do a video that I don't need to edit, because I'm very bad at editing video. So I don't want to do any editing software. So I would do a live and then I just start talking and then just post the video up. Right.
Yeah, video editing is a very hard work. It's very time consuming, and if you like every day you need to edit like 1 hour video, it will take like hours, more than the time that you're going to speak. I mean, for video editing, I know that how they edit it, so they really do. I mean, need a lot of times actually to put the script and everything in order to put in proper attention. I mean that
yes.
Currently, I think that you don't care. I don't mean that you don't care. Actually, that you go raw. You go raw. Raw is the high, the new high definition. I would say that that you want people to see you who you are. That's why that you do not need to really like over edit who you are. Of course, that you need to dress well. You need to put on proper dress, not in your pajamas. I mean, to face in front of people, right? So, but I think the first thing actually that what you mean here actually is like mentally prepare yourself and go with the first one. Then like just a baby step in each other. Then in order for you to really like do as you, I mean that you already do more than 365 episodes now. So that's why you can speak so natural. So for the audience actually want to pick up this skill on live, doing sharing live itself, that actually there's no secret. You need to start from one first. Okay. Do not really like aim for perfect. Okay. Because like Kevin and I, that we are not a perfect guy. We do not have a script. Even that today itself on this sharing session, both of us is just like, hey, bro, I think that we want to like start on our live sharing session itself, because that, hey, it seems like we have a very long time to not share something. So can we do it this day or not? Okay, then on. So we don't have script. We don't have script. So actually, that both of us that do not know actually that what is going on next. So, but we can start a thing and we can just talk normal, because like this actually is like a social platform. Social platform means that actually you interact with people and just share what's in your mind and speak from the heart. That's all.
Yeah, actually, I think mentally, if you don't to prepare this, is like, really, you just think of a few friends coming together for a drink, for a social, you don't script that social, you're not going to go there and then, I prepare my script for today's drinking session. I don't think you ever do that, right?
No, we do not do that. Okay, but different from that, from drinking beer with friends itself. Okay, we can't speak vulgar words in front of so many audience. Now, of course, that we cannot say something very nonsense in front of everyone, because that we also have an objective itself. The objective is actually bringing values to people who are listening. They spend time. They spend their lovely hour after dinner itself to listen to us. Actually, we need to bring value to them. So what kind of value on that one? So what Kevin had mentioned, start first, think later.
Yeah.
Because that once you start, then you will improve step by step. But another thing is like I'm very amazed with Kevin, because that he have done these 365 days and more. Itself, every day is different topic. Okay. But me, myself, actually, I can't do that, because that, why I can't do that? Because that I do not have so many topics to talk about. But I don't know how actually that he had cracked out that so many topics to share every day different. And I know him because that he's a guy who would not talk from the script itself. Maybe that he dropped down some point here and there, but in fact, actually that he much more like pick one topic itself, then he can like talk for 1 hour non-stop. I don't know how he do it, but he did it. So, and actually that the most important thing for a content creator, okay, for live sharing itself, most important is on choosing the topic. How actually you do it? How you do actually that select different topics to talk about every day? Every day,
Well, I think the first thing you need to begin with is that you need to know how to chop topic up, not to expand topic, right? So a lot of people, when they do this sort of thinking, like, is that, I want to find something small and then I expand. That's what they're trying to do, right? So this one is actually quite pressuring. What you want to do is that you find a topic that is actually quite big. You cut it down small so that you have, right? So you have different part that you want to basically take a look at. So you do one-time thinking, then you slice it down into smaller topic. So if you got a big topic, let's say that you plan for, let's say 1 year, so you need 12 topics. Then you just cut your topic into 12 parts. Like for example, if you are doing property, I mean just example, right? So if you are doing property, if I look at it as a house, I would try to cut the house into 12 different sections to talk about. Right? Maybe one session, on one side, if let's say that you got engineering background, you might want to talk about the house foundation. Why is the house foundation something that's important? Right? Then, you talk about, maybe one section just talk about, color of the house. Why is it important? One section talk about the roof of the house. Why is it important? But overall, you're still talking about the house. Then, if you want to go even more smaller, foundation, what type of foundation is there? You say you want to start to, so you start to have a topic that is more structured. Then you don't panic, right? The next thing is that you need to prepare at least 20 topic ahead. Yeah, minimum 20 topic ahead before you start. That's the part of it, right? Because you want buffer so that you don't panic. Because if you only prepare one topic, then next week only you think about the next one, sure panic. Right? So you prepare 20 ahead, then every single day you add on 1 or 2, you will never go out of topic. So this is some of the preparation that I usually do to myself. And then if you see my laptop right now, I got about 100 over topic here that is on backup. So.
What Karen trying to say actually, just to elaborate from what I heard and what I understand itself, that you talk about property. Okay, probably like for me itself, maybe I can talk. Think of like relationship. So relationship, there's a lot of type of relationship. Husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, father and mother, father and son and daughter itself. Okay, grandparents relationship. Okay, your friends, guy and guy, girl and girl. So means actually from what you this count, right? So we have like more than a hand of topic to talk about.
That's correct. Okay. So you got a lot of topic to talk about already.
Yeah. So good. That breaking down the topic in order for you to, why that you have like more than 100, I think from what I know, actually that the more that you talk, it will stimulate your brain work more and your creativity will come out and you will just add on it, right? You just have a spark. Hey, I should talk this as well.
Yeah, this one can pick out and further break. This one I can pick out for further break. And then the next phase you want to do is that actually go and look at what other people is doing. That actually help much more faster. Really, I go and look at other video. No, you're not the only one who is doing creative content in that particular field. Go and take a look at, like that talk also can run. Like this talk also can run. This part I can use, that part I can use, And then you just layer yourself over on the thing, Actually, it doesn't really need a lot of brain power, right? So,
So what can we say actually, like benchmarking with others?
Yes, just a bit of benchmarking. No, really,
Initially, I want to say copy from others. So I think it's like benchmarking for others, lah. Almost the same. But actually, that just try to understand why people is what people is talking about on this particular topic. But probably the way that you explain it out will be much more easier to understand for your audience itself, because you have your own audience and you know what kind of language or what kind of words actually that really impact to them, rather than the general kind of speaker itself, because you like to use a bombastic word. They like to make a very simple sentence to become a very difficult for people to understand. Yeah. So I think this is what you mean. But the first.
I watch a lot of things like Simon Sinek, Gary Vee, right? So now really when I watched Gary Vee that time, right, I thought it was like doing 300 over episode was like wow. Then I went and take a look at Gary Vee on. He just introduced wine only, so he still run a wine house. He's on like episode 1,700.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He's talking about wine for 1,000 over episode. How else can you talk about wine? You tell me. How else can you talk about wine for talk about 1,000 episodes? Right. So you want to go and watch all of this. There's a lot of YouTubers who has been around for like ages. Right, so you can start to take a look at them, and then start to take a look at their very old, very very old production. Really, scroll until like maybe 5, 8, 10 years ago production. Actually, that content you can start to bring over and use on your own.
True.
Ago already, right? So those. But you need to take a look at what are the things that you can actually use, right? Especially if you are doing what I call cross-platform borrowing. Right, cross-platform, you mean that he talk about something else, but the structure, the way that he talk about it is usable for you. Right, so you take a particular structure, you put in your content, you take their boxes, and then you put your ingredient into it. You can actually use the same thing. So it's interesting doing that.
Yep.
It doesn't really require a lot of creativity. My advice, please don't go and create things from scratch. Work with things that other people has already done, and then you put your own flavor onto it.
So another takeaway: do not reinvent the wheel.
Okay, actually, completely no point if you're talking about, I want to create completely new content for myself. You don't have the time at this current moment. Maybe after you have done this for like many time already, you want to go and create something that's new for yourself. It's fine, right? So like when I study a lot of okay, so I watched a lot of documentary on how China progress. I don't know if you heard about this car company that bought over our national car, Geely.
Geely,
yes. If you hear his story, right, he started from copying other people's car. The entire company started from copying other people's car. He bought a luxury car back, dismantled the entire car, and then rebuilt that particular car. He failed miserably in doing that, right? But look at him today. But they started from doing that. If you take a look at a lot of very, very successful company, they start from copying other people. Then after a while, after they are competent in copying other people already, then only they start to create their own thing. Right?
Talking
so
about this one is same as what Engineer Robin actually have been teaching most of the time. Just follow what other people do, okay? Means that actually he have been teaching people like the neural programming language. Actually, that everyone have a pattern. Just follow the successful people, the pattern itself. Then in yourself, and you will have the same result. This is what he's teaching. So this one is same as in the business model for any business itself. So just copy until that you success.
Yes. So until you build the habit, until you build the success pattern, then only you try to go off, right? The thing is that if you just transport this to running, if you cannot even run on normal road, right? You try to run jungle track, you have to start running on actual path track first until you have the stamina, you know how to control your running before you talk about I want to go and run in jungle track, all funny places you try to run, right? If you cannot even run on normal road, right, please don't try those places first, right? So do something that you are familiar with, safe, especially right now, I really, I encourage everybody, just point the camera at yourself and start talking. Click the live button, start talking. What do you got to lose? Absolutely nothing. You're not doing anything anyway, right? So just spend like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes a day, right? Open up your thing, click the live button, share a little bit about what's your feeling in this MCO, right? Of course, now don't curse the government, please. Right, talk about what's your feeling during this MCO. Is there anything that you want to share to people, things that you want to basically let people know? It's good thing to do.
I think this is the objective why we have this sharing session today itself, because that people is like looking too much on the figures, how many people get affected. That one we are out of control. You and I, even the government actually is like really like they can't control on it itself. But what we can do actually is like how we can make our life better, our feelings better, physically, mentally itself, how to make this better itself, okay? Start from itself. So if you look the figures and then you get heart attack, so there's no point, right? So that's why that we only can improve ourselves. So this is the objective that why we have a sharing session today itself, okay? On this skill. So what skill? I mean that this is the skill that actually that Calvin actually have adapted and very successfully have applied to his personal and also in my career itself. And one thing itself that I very admire Calvin itself, that his discipline. He can wake up prior 7:30 every morning to do live. A very short one. I mean, you can check his login time itself. It's like before 7:30 he will be already there. How you actually do it? I mean, like most of the people have the difficulty to getting up early. Me myself, like okay, I'm not a early riser. Okay, but how you actually can do it like 7:30 every morning? Because that doing this live, you don't have a subscriber or like, although that your YouTube pay you a little, but actually it will not really give you a motivation like doing these kind of things every day. I mean that basically it's free. Why you are doing free thing every day? And
well, I think let me just answer you why I wake up early. Because I've actually been waking up early for the past 10 years, so I make no difference. I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, by the way.
okay,
I've been
Great.
doing that for the past 10 years, so it's nothing to me. I wake up much more earlier than my alarm clock. You know, I actually can play game with my alarm. I can wake up and wait for my alarm to ring and click on. I can literally do that right now. You know? So waking up part of it is absolutely no problem for me. You know, I've been doing that for really for the past 10 years already. So it's zero challenge to me, right? So
but why you want to wake up 5 o'clock morning? Because that you have some tasks that you need to do, complete like
before this, I'm the designated Uber driver for the children to go to school. So
designated driver. Okay.
Yes. So 5 o'clock, wake up in the morning, get ready, didi dada, everything. 6 o'clock, leave the house, go, and then send everybody to everywhere. That was what I did 10 years ago, right? So been doing that for like quite some time. So it become a normal part of what I do. So doesn't make any difference already right now. So waking up early, that part completely no problem to me. Right? So I've been training for that for very, very long time. So that one is already a given, right? So why 7:30? A lot of multiple reason is there, right? So being a metaphysics practitioner, that is actually the best time for me.
Oh, okay.
I need a certain combination that I don't have, right? So actually, I'm doing something that seriously is not something that I like to do. All right, so I am I'm actually an introvert. I don't like to talk. It's not something that I like to do, right? So I'm literally forcing myself to talk. So luckily, it's talking to a wall, right? So again, the entire mentality. Well, at that point in time, why I choose 7:30, right? So it's like the thing is that I was quite sure that 7:30 in the morning, actually, no one will come and see. So it's like less stress for me. It's like I just want to make a video. I just tell myself I want to make a video so that when people wake up their time, they have a video to watch. That was my mentality when I started doing that. I wasn't expecting people to join in.
But now it's like few hundred people. It's like every day waking up so early in the morning from different region, from US, from Philippines, from Indonesia, from Singapore, from Thailand, even that is watching your live channel every day. Every day.
Yeah, so a lot of them is like they while they're driving to work, they actually turn it on and then they listen like radio. It was like, oh, like that also can one, can, right? So they listen it like podcast and like radio, so it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. So I'm actually quite.
Yeah, sorry. Please go on.
No, I said I was actually quite thankful to all those people who actually spend this entire 1 year together. I mean, seriously, it is over almost close to 200 people spend an entire year together with me listening to this little fella here talking about the sky, the here, the there. It's quite amazing.
Can I ask you that how many people that actually grow from before that, because you have your own page name as Kevin Batu. So before MCO itself, during the MCO period, I mean the first MCO itself, how many followers that you have, and compared to now, actually how many followers that you have?
Actually, I didn't keep track, and I frankly speaking, I don't know. But from the from social media standard, right? Right now, the page got about 6,000 over people. It's like they say, 6,000 is a lot, but okay. I just want to tell you, anything less than 10,000, Facebook don't see one. Just tell you. So I'm in the world of social media. It's called nobody.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Meaning actually that I think I still remember that during the first MCO that your follower is about 4,000 something, because it's very close to my company SCT Properties itself. The followers about 4,000 plus, but now it's like growing 6,000. So it's like 2,000 followers with organic growth without advertising and everything. I think it's quite amazing to have that kind of achievement.
I think the better part of it is actually the conversion rate. if you're doing anything, I think, back to a bit more on the commercial side is that you want to take a look at conversion rate. Is it really bringing in business? And, thankfully to say that it has been bringing in quite steadily, amount of business that's come in now. A lot of the viewer has been giving, they are confident over and actually engage me in a lot of works. So that helps a lot. I think when you say that, why am I doing this for free is one thing is that I am an educator inside. Okay, inside I'm an educator. I like to teach people things. I like to educate people things, which is one thing also, right? I'm not very good at doing advertising, sales thing. You always scold me like, hey, cannot like that, cannot one, You always say that, right?
I'm just share with you. You can do this way better yourself. But
exactly, I agree with you. So that's why right now I've been like this particular month I've been spending a lot of time looking at advertising stuff. Right now I'm actually starting to learn all these intrinsic value advertising thingy. I've been following a few advertising guru right now. Starting to understanding about this, and I've been reading a lot of advertising type of book right now. I'm starting to reprogram myself, right? So I'm starting to do that, right? So hopefully by the end of this year, maybe I can integrate some of this marketing advertising thing into myself, right? So now it's really something that is required. I agree with your way of thinking from long time ago. So right now it's this the way that I see that I a lot of time I see things in very 2D. That's my world. I see things in very 2D. So right now I need to change perspective and start to look at things in a more 3D manner. Okay, I think that's one of the things that I'm trying to learn right now, right? So I'm trying to upgrade and also change myself a bit. So this particular year is more of a learning on the advertising and also branding side of it. Right? So I think it's time for me to start doing that, because content-wise, is pretty much is very routine to me already. It's time to move on to another level of upgrading.
Yeah. Thanks for your sharing. Since that you share so much to us itself, that I have something to share with you as well.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, as promised, we are not sharing anything very serious today. So for me itself, that I like to share something more fun. Things actually that we can use after this pandemic. Okay. Now we ourselves that we can't travel. Okay, we can't go anywhere except like our apartment, going to buy groceries, okay? But when this open itself, isn't cool that we can speak in a foreign language that if we pick up this during this pandemic. And this is the platform I'm using now. It's called Memrise, which is like memory rise or something like that. Memrise. Memrise actually is a language platform, okay? It consists of 25 different languages, okay? The best thing is that I do not like to learn from ABC, okay? And the best thing actually here is free, totally free. And you actually can set your target to learn, okay? Because me myself, actually, the first one I choose actually is French, because I used to work in a French company, but I did not speak any French, okay? And then this one actually that you can set like every day you need to learn like 30 words itself, okay? Then he will teach you learn the words itself, but it's very interactive. The inside actually have the video in it, okay? And the wording itself, so you can learn many times. And they have like different people in the video itself, different people actually that teach you words by words itself, okay? They will not start from A. They will start from hello, start from thank you or something like that. This is the very real life thing that actually that you going to use in the daily life. So you will not tell people like this is A, this is B, or C. So because in adult education itself, if you are going back is too down itself, people really as an adult learner itself, it will not easy for them to pick it up. So we want to use, to learn something that we can use immediately. And this platform actually suit this needs itself for me. So actually go and please log in this website, okay, disclaimer, actually, we are not advertising on this platform, but I found really, really good on this platform itself, actually, for to learn different languages, okay, and it's free, really free.
This is a desktop website or a apps.
I did not use the app. I'm using the desktop because that I can see everything. Actually, it's very fun because that every 30 words that actually you have learned, okay, and they actually give you a test where to test you whether that you understand what they are teaching or not. So it's something that actually is very AI as well, artificial intelligence, because some of the word that you can't remember, okay, they will skip again. Then in a few other words, they will come back again to ask the same question, they'll ask the same words until you can memorize. So if you sorry,
this sounds like psychometric test lah. Psychometric test also do the same one, same question they ask like 10 different time in a different manner.
Exactly. I mean that this one actually will like just reinforce, ingrain in your mind itself that what you have learned previously itself. So it's quite fun for me. I mean that it's free, so and it's very interactive, and yeah, I mean that I do really enjoy on this language platform. Yeah.
Okay,
and
brother, I'll pick up Korean with you.
I'm taking French and Japanese, so Korean probably the next one.
Now it's Korean time. Where got people speak Japanese anymore? No Japanese.
No, I mean Japan is one of my favorite country that I'm going to.
안녕하세요.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, but,
no, ohayo gozaimasu. 안녕하세요.
Okay, so this is the first platform that I really enjoy using. Okay, and the second one actually that Kevin, that if your wife or if your girlfriend, okay, I mean that for those who single with your girlfriend itself, this is the skill that after that you learn, that your wife or your girlfriend or your daughter will love you. So what kind of skill is that, Kevin?
Cooking.
Okay. Cooking, yes, it can be done, but I mean, cooking is too very common. Too very common now. Like everyone stuck in MCO, everyone can do the cooking, right? Okay. If a fried egg is still a cooking, okay, rice is a cooking, okay. And I also know that because I follow your page every day itself that you also do a lot of cookings nowadays. Okay. But this skill actually will your wife or your girlfriend will love you is your photo skill with your phone. So this platform is called Photoman. Okay, Photoman. Because that I mean everyone have the very chunky kind of handphone, but when you use the camera function itself, it's very generic. It's like you use the auto function, but actually a lot of the special function for advanced user itself can take a better photo. You can take a very nice portrait. Actually, you can take black and white. You can take very nice scenery in very beautiful, because once that you see is very beautiful, once you capture it, right? Why it's so different itself. So actually, this platform actually can teach you a lot of in photo taking photo skill itself, and also that people who like the gadget itself, this platform also actually that also sharing on these kind of things information. Okay, last but not least itself. Okay, because like languages, okay, girls or guys may like it. Photo skill actually for guys mainly. Okay, so this is for the girls called Kini. Okay, Kini actually is one of the platform for much more to the girl side because it's doing the handcraft. Okay, it's not only like pictures and wordings, and also have video itself. So please do log in on these three platforms that I think is very fun to play with, and the best thing actually, 3 of them is free. So why not really like picking up these 3 very interesting kind of skill during this kind of time itself, because that everything here you can do it at your home. Yeah. So okay, this is okay. After advertise, after like really like introduce Kevin, and this is our company website and Facebook and Instagram. Please do follow us. Actually, that we like to create more value added content to our audience itself, because that we do not want to really like just touch on property, because property is seems like very stone cold, okay, but we like to bring much more fun, because like people staying in the property itself, okay, they can do a lot of activities in the property itself. So what kind of else things that you want to know more, please do drop us a message. We will try to create something like this, okay, in order to share with you guys. Yeah, so not to be bored. Yeah. So that's, I mean, really, I mean that if like every day I'm going to talk to you is like on property itself, it seems like quite bored, right? So
exactly. You know, guys, no, really, if you have any requests at all, you know, on any topic that you guys want to find out about, you know, Jensen will be more than happy, you know, if 擺佢上台 is called put him on pedestal. He's more than happy to curate the, you know, content out for you guys, you know, so that you all can do, you know, any topic, I don't know, that you guys, you know, like, you know, can basically ask, you know, if I can help, I also come and help, you know, don't worry about that. I'm, you know,
yeah, because
okay
like, can we actually that have a lot of tools itself, okay? I know a lot of skills in him itself, because that is the two book author itself, means actually that if you itself that would like to write a book, how to start or how to publish, Kevin is the guy, right? I mean, I have never thought in my life itself going to write a book. I mean, come on, man. I read a lot of books, but if you ask me to write a book, it's a hell work. I mean, I would say, right? So
Benny want to improve confidence. Do the nearest step first, Benny. Start with the closest step. Okay, that would be the one of it. You know. By the way, Benny, in confidence is quite a big topic.
broad.
Yeah, broad. You know, we need to know where are you first in terms of your confidence level. Now, I've seen people who are very confident and come and tell me that I'm not confident. You wanna like go and slap the first. So we need to see where you are first, you know, then only we know. But now this is a general answer for you, Benny. It really, you know, please don't look too far away. Look at the nearest step first, you know. And I'm just to give you an example, you know, swimming. Please do not take a look at, you know, how can I reach the end of the pool? Look at go into the water first. That's how you increase your confidence, step by step. You know, you need to know which next step you want to take. That's the best way to do, right? So, like, you know, like what Jensen, you know, has been saying, you know, how to go online, right? Take the camera and point to yourself. That's the first step. Take the camera, point to yourself first. You know, don't worry about got people watch or not. Don't worry about, you know, you will talk wrong or right. You know, don't worry about that. Point the camera to yourself and say, hi, hello, I'm going to say something to you today. You know, that's the first step. Right, then after that only you know start to develop. Hey, you know, okay, I know. Then you start to prepare topic. You know, then you say, oh, maybe I want to prepare a bit of a script. I want to talk about this 3 point this time. Now you become more structured, right? Right. So get it progressive. That's what you do. So Jensen, I want to see you cooking. I know you do a lot of cooking. I know you're very, very good at cooking. You know, so you know, hey, you know, really show us how you work your kitchen. You know, I also know, you know, your kitchen is like your wife cannot go in one, right? You don't allow your wife to go into the kitchen, right? I heard that from your wife. Okay, so show us, you know, so your wife cannot come in. Maybe you put in a live on how you cooking so that your wife outside can see how you cook. I'm really serious. I would like to see how you cook, man.
Yes, we can arrange for that itself. I mean that, yeah. Probably next one that we can do some share from each side of us. I mean that you can share on that how you're going to do your book writing. I mean, it's a very interesting topic that how to do. I mean that we have gone through the college life. You ask us to like prepare the what thesis itself is already how work. But if you yourself want to create a book itself, is an amazing job. I would say that things are very amazing itself. Yeah. So yes, I can do some sharing on cooking. But let's do something in between. Like, I mean, after this MCO have opened everything, we just it just have a blink in my mind itself that let's do a tour to one of our customers if they're allowed, okay, like a bungalow or apartment or something like that. Let's both of us go to their house with live itself, and then we can do some your consultation on your parcel on feng shui itself on that apartment. I think something will be cool. I mean, it's much more like.
Actually, that was something that I was trying to, I follow you up a few times, and go and take a look. I did a few video, and I actually bought a lot of equipment to do that. I bought the self-stabilizing stick. You saw me, right? Suddenly come with self-stabilizing stick. Then got the microphone, everything. I got everything. I was actually trying to do that, into some of the additional content I was trying to do, but suddenly MCO kick in, cannot go here, cannot go there, cannot get, cannot do already, right? So, really, that's, I really take you on that. That is actually one of the content that I really, really want to do. Right?
So guys, if you want free consultation from Kevin, drop a note now. Just put in the chat box or the comment on Facebook or anywhere.
Yeah, right. So,
just put it if you want. Then it's not really that you're going to be chosen, but we will select the audience itself to make the arrangement. Then after all this over, and whether the government is open or not, we do not know. So we wait. Then let's do that kind of session. I mean, that it will be very, very interesting, I would say.
Very interactive. We come to your place, do a bit of a video. So of course, here's the thing, right? You need to allow me to take video, like. Come on up.
we will not show where is your house. We will not show you where is your house, but we will share the like the layout, your outside. Yeah. Then we will not post your what the unit number, which level, something like that. We will not Don't worry.
Right. No, really, this one, really seriously, I am actually trying to see how to make content, that can, benefit people in terms of, house tour and things like that. So I personally also, seriously, I also don't know where the direction go. I've tried it out with Jensen a few rounds, so I was trying to, develop it into something more structured, but the MCO really didn't help a bit, So, but no worry, equipment all buy already. Do not worry, I got all the equipment. Right, so we are going to do that, brother. Right, so that's something that we are going to do.
Yeah, once again, thanks for your sharing, Kevin. It's a pleasure. Always that we learn a lot from you. Okay, so let's pray hard. I mean that this go over as soon as possible. That we can do something more interesting. Yeah. Thank you for the audience who stay with us, and good night and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. See you all again when we see you all again.